Protests continue to boil over in Venezuela days after a presidential election that both the long-ruling socialist and the Democratic opposition claim to have won.
And as unrest there grows, so do concerns this could send yet more migrants fleeing north towards the United States. For more on this, we turn to Jason Seawright, a professor of political science at Northwestern University. Good morning, Professor. First question, why are the results of this election being watched so closely by Washington and by Venezuela's neighbors?
Yeah, so this is the first election in years that the opposition in Venezuela has fully participated in. The opposition has sat out some elections recently out of concerns that they wouldn't be fairly counted. And I think that a lot of people believe that that's happened this time, that they weren't fairly counted. So maybe those previous cycles of not participating were in some ways validated. But also the opposition has been divided in previous cycles where they've maybe run multiple candidates and not unified around a single choice. This time they did unify around a single choice. So this is the first time in a very long time that there was a clear choice between Maduro, that's the socialist leader, and a clear single alternative option. And that led a lot of people to think that this might be the election where there was a definitive outcome. And
Professor,
there was not.
Professor, calls are growing for the release of detailed polling data. Is it realistic to expect that Venezuela's National Electoral Council, filled with loyalists to current Maduro regime, could really provide any? I mean, there's so many discrepancies. This could be millions of votes one way, or it's a win the other way.
I would say probably not. They've been through multiple rounds of protests like this, and the government has a strategy of just kind of ignoring the protest in the past. That's been successful for them. I think that they will try to do the same thing again.
So then what comes next? Is this likely to result in an end to, the Maduro regime or not, and potentially democracy there? And why really should people here care? I think that's what a lot of people want to know. I know Washington's got an eye on this, but why should we care so much?
Sure. So if you spend time in Venezuela or live there, the kinds of protest images that we're seeing are very familiar. We've seen waves of protests like this every 3 or 4 years for more than 20 years now. People try to express themselves again and again and again. This is a regime that is just very good at ignoring this kind of protest. And that, I think, is actually very difficult to deal with. There are some kinds of governments that simply can disregard the population. This is one of those. And that creates a situation of downward spiral. And we have seen millions of people flee the country to neighboring countries and increasingly to the United States. This is creating a regional crisis, not just for Venezuela and Venezuelans, but for the entire Western Hemisphere.
So it could lead to more migrants or asylum seekers, if you will, heading north.
Sorry, say that again?
It could definitely, if this continues the way it looks like it's going, we could see, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of more asylum seekers heading to the U.S. border?
I think that's very likely, probably regardless of what happens with the election. The asylum seekers are driven in part by politics and in part by the overwhelming degradation of Venezuela's economy, safety situation, and other things. The society as a whole has gone through just an enormous collapse over the last 20 years.
Professor Jason
Yeah.
Seawright from Northwestern University, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate that.
We really do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, let's turn it over.